What's up everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is still not going to be in the new format of a video because I wanted to finish off The Walking Dead Season 2 without starting the new video format until I start a new game. So this video is going to be wrapping up The Walking Dead Season 2 ending, and I'm going to talk a little bit about it and about my choices. And then in the next video series, which is going to be Life is Strange Before the Storm, I'm going to start the new video format that I'm doing. If you're here for the first time and you're totally confused, there's a channel update right before this video. I used to do Let's Plays, but for some reasons, which are disclosed in the video, I'm going to be switching to a different kind of format. It's going to be a roller coaster. It's going to be weird at first, trying to figure out the new format. As you can see, the camera's already weird on this one because, yes, just a lot of technology things get complicated. But I will figure all that stuff out as we go, so I appreciate your patience. Now, to get started, because I know that some people who are watching my Let's Play haven't played The Walking Dead Season 2, I'm going to now play a video that is like the important cutscenes and moments in the game. So enjoy, and after you watch that, we'll come back and I'll discuss my choices and how I felt about the ending of the game. I'll see you in a minute.
What do you want?
I just wanted to see how you were.
How do you think? It must be nice being a pretty little girl. No one ever expects you to do a damn thing. You and I both know you had a chance to save Luke. You and I both know what happened back there. I got nothing more to say to you.
Son of a bitch.
I've seen it too. A few times.
Then you know what's about to happen. I know Kenny's a nice guy, Clem. I bet Carver was a nice guy too. Once. Probably had a nice job and a nice, pretty wife. Then all this happened. And one day he caved some kid's face in and realized he could sleep at night.
Kenny isn't Carver. He just made a mistake.
All I'm saying is, start thinking about what happens if you're wrong. You two have known each other a long time. Sooner or later, you're gonna have to decide how much that's worth. I think it needs food or something. Seems like you've done that before.
I guess we're getting close.
That's what worries me.
It works?
What'd I tell you?
So what's the plan?
How much food do we have?
At least a week.
And for the baby?
Let's just get out of the snow.
I'm all for that.
I agree. We should head back south.
What?
We're gonna freeze to death. I don't know whose stupid idea it was to march up here in the first place, but it was a bad one.
She's right.
What if we went back to house?
Wait, what? Fuck that. I was thinking more like Texas.
Texas? The fuck?
It was just an idea.
We already talked about this.
I'm sorry. We did?
We're going to find Wellington. Right, Clem?
Wellington?
Kenny, it's freezing up here, man.
It's only gonna get worse.
We don't have to leave right now. Let's just sleep on it.
Well, that sounds sensible.
Damn it, we don't have time.
Says you.
Look, I don't give two shits about what you people think. I got this truck working, so I say where we go. And we're heading fucking north. It's the best chance we got of helping AJ.
What about Arbo?
Who? Oh, the Rusky? Yeah, he ain't coming with us.
You're just gonna leave him here?
I don't give a good goddamn where he goes. He's done.
He could die.
Better him than another one of us.
He knows the area. He can help us.
Oh yeah, some help he's been. He got Luke killed.
I ain't gonna say he helped the situation, but maybe if you'd eased up on him before, he wouldn't have run away in the first place. You ever think about that, Kenny?
Either way, I'm not going anywhere in the middle of the night.
Yeah, me neither. There could be a herd out there.
You want that child's blood on your hands, Mike?
We're all gonna die out here if you don't calm the fuck down, Kenny.
Haven't we been through enough for one day?
Jesus fucking Christ. Remember the last time we had a working car and sat around on our asses, Clem?
I'm going inside.
God damn it!
You can't just walk away from us. Who's there?
Easy. Easy now.
Step back.
Clem. Shit.
What are you doing?
I got the rest of it. Clem.
We're just leaving. Now keep it down, all right? Nobody else has to get involved.
Where are you going?
Anywhere but here.
What do you mean?
Listen, we just gotta get away from that guy, Clem, okay?
Who? Kenny?
Clem, damn it, just... We don't have time for this.
Come on, Mike. Let's just go.
All right, Clem. Now I'm gonna walk up to you nice and slow, and you're gonna give me the gun, okay?
Kenny! Jane! Help! They're robbing us!
No!
Clem! Jesus!
God's right, we have to go.
Just leave her.
Clem, what the fuck did you do? Clem,
Slow down!
shut up!
She's awake. Hey, you.
Clem! Oh, thank God.
Where are we?
Been driving a few hours now.
We had to run the truck to keep you warm. How do you feel?
It hurts.
Couldn't find the bullet. Must have gone clean through.
One of them might have diesel.
We shouldn't stop here.
We're running on fumes. Got no choice. When I holler it's okay, drive up closer. Anything happens, I'll try to meet you there.
Get out of there! The door is stuck! Shit! Shit! There are more of them! Move! Jane? Kenny?
You alright?
Yeah,
Where is he? Where's the kid?
he's with her.
You left him with her? Jane? Jane, you okay? Where's the kid? Jane, where is he?
Where is he?
He's...
What are you saying? No. No!
No, not again. Not again.
Clem, look at me. No matter what happens, just stay out of it. Okay? Just trust me, Clem.
Stay out of what?
You have to trust me. You're gonna see what he really is. Just go!
Jane, back off!
No, Clem. It's time to put this crusty piece of shit out of his misery.
I'll fucking kill you!
That's fucking deal, huh?
Had enough! Listen to me!
Get her off! Fucking baby killer!
God damn it!
I'll fucking kill you!
I knew you would!
Kenny!
AJ. He's gone, Clem. She just... How could she do that?
Oh my god, AJ!
It's safe here. You two will be safe. That's what's important now.
We can take the children, but just the children. I made the case that...
Thank you. Thank you. Listen, okay? Listen. This is your chance. For you and this boy. I don't trust myself to keep you two safe. Not anymore. Please, I'm begging you. Please, stay here. Stay here, where it's safe. Where you two will have a chance.
No, no, no! Why are you doing this?
Because it's the only way. For both of you. Think about Alvy here. Please, Clem. Just do as I'm asking. This one last time. You'll meet people. You'll make friends. People better than me. Good people.
No! We're leaving! All of us! Together!
Clem, please. It's safe here. You need to think
Stop.
about the...
Stop! Okay? We're not staying, so just stop! That's that.
Sounds like she means business.
Yeah, it does.
Come on. We're leaving.
I'm only supposed to give out one per group, but... Look. If you're in the area, check back in a few months. We might be accepting people then.
Thank you for the help. And, sorry for the language.
Well, it's a shitty situation. We're all doing the best we can. You all stay safe out there.
You're as stubborn as a damn mule.
Yeah? Wonder where I got that from.
All right, welcome back. What a roller coaster, right? Hopefully I was able to fill in gaps or questions that you might have, but of course you can always ask me in the comments if this is a game that you didn't play and that didn't make a lot of sense to you, or you're like, hey, was this mentioned, anything like that, feel free to drop in the comments below and we'll talk about the game. That's the whole point of this. Also, I'm sorry about the light. Don't worry, I'm gonna get all this figured out. I'm a professional YouTuber, okay? Just hang in there. No, on a real note, I do this for fun because I love you guys. So thank you so much for being a part of this. If you don't mind dropping a like on the video, I see you people out there doing it. I really appreciate it. It helps a lot. If you aren't subbed, yeah, it's free. Dropping a sub is really helpful too to get the channel out there. But as always, I just appreciate each and every one of you stopping by to talk about video games for me, because this is a hobby and I have fun doing it. And I hope you have fun being here. All right, so let's break this down. Let's talk about this game a little bit. Let's start with my choices. All right, so the first choice is selfishness, protected the baby. You and 55.9% of other players protected the baby. Yeah, duh. I mean, like, I don't know how in that moment you would have been able to do anything else but protect the baby. But I do understand this game moves very fast, and sometimes you have to make decisions that you weren't quite ready for. And that's kind of how they get you, honestly. All right, next up is risk. Went to help Luke. 60% of players did not try to help Luke. So I remember this moment. If you don't remember this moment, it's in a Let's Play before this. And you are standing on ice, and you have to either decide to help Luke, who has fallen in the ice, or not help Luke. The reason I did not help Luke is because logically, and sometimes I get a little too logical with these games, but logically I was thinking, if I run over there to the ice, then I'm going to break the ice further and we're all going to fall in. Well, plot twist, you know, with the Walking Dead games, you don't really have a lot of choice. They do a really good job of giving you the illusion of having choice when the outcome's always going to be the same. It's just how you get there, which I still really appreciate about this game, or these games. I feel like me choosing my path to the same place is just, it's still really fun for me. So I was able to make that choice of thinking, what would I do in that moment? And in that moment, I would not have walked on the ice, because that would have broken it for both of us and we would have been in a worse place. So, but like I just said, it all turns out the same. Luke still died there in the ice. I almost died too, and the game moved on, but that's where we lost Luke, and I was really sad about that. I felt like he would have been a really good character to continue on into season 3, but I'll get into some of that in more of a video game essay type of thing about the Walking Dead series as a whole. I have lots of plans for this channel, actually, as disorganized as it seems I may be. All right, next up, loyalty. Asked to leave with Mike. You and 56.5% of players didn't ask to leave with Mike. I was not going to leave Kenny. It just wasn't going to happen. So I would not have asked to leave with Mike. Like, that whole scene was just really awful, and as attached to Kenny as I am, and I can imagine Clem is in this situation, I just felt like leaving with Mike was not going to be helpful, and I would not have felt good leaving Kenny behind. We'll get to that scene in a minute, because that's a little bit something I want to break down a little bit. Asked to, oh, sorry, that's the same one. Survivalism, shot Kenny. You and 43.5% of players didn't shoot Kenny. I struggled with this, and I'm going to break down Kenny as a character here in a second, but I just feel like he is one of the most realistic and well-written characters in a game that I've played. And his progression and kind of falling into PTSD and what that looks like has been really realistic, on top of Clementine having a attachment to him, which makes things very challenging, because how in that moment would you shoot someone that you love even though you know that they're about to kill someone? You know, in that moment you have to pick between someone you love and someone you barely know, even though you know that the other person is going to die. You know, I feel like it would be really hard. Let me know in the comments below, like, what you feel like you would have done in that moment. I'm really curious, because that's a really tough decision. I love how these games touch at morals, but you know, you never really feel like you make the right decision. Some of them are more cut and dry than others, for sure. Friendship. In the end, who are you with? So you and, oh my gosh, look at that percentage. You and 16.1% of players are with Kenny. So this is something I was a little bit confused about. So all of my people watching who have already played the game, can you please let me know if I would have chosen to stay there? Could I've actually stayed there with the baby or with AJ and Kenny would have left? I was wondering about that because I've always been told that you can't actually choose the ending of these games. Or the direction, I guess. So maybe the start of the next game is going to be the same no matter what my choice was there. But I'm really curious about that. We're going to get to Kenny in a second. But I just couldn't leave him out there, you know, in the cold with nothing. And I felt like if we'd found all these other groups of people before, we were going to find another one, even if it wasn't this group of people. Wow, that's a really low percentage. I tend to fall either like right in the middle or like my choice doesn't make sense to anyone else. So if you feel that way about any of my choices, please let me know. That's what this is here for, so that we can discuss them together. I really like to break these games down and talk about the characters in depth, which is where my channel is now going, and we'll start in the next video. So let's talk about this moment right here. This was a really stressful moment in the game, and honestly not a moment that I expected to happen. And then when Bonnie walked out right there, I was just like, you little witch, I have been on your side this whole time. I have trusted you. I thought you were an amazing character. And granted, I know in The Walking Dead, there are going to be moments where you have to make decisions that you wouldn't typically make. And I can imagine that Bonnie has just been really confused this whole time and has just really struggled to understand her place within these two very different groups, meaning with Carver's group and then now with this group. And then Arvo, he can just like honestly fuck off. Like, I can't stand him as a character. I'm glad he's gone and I hope I never have to look at him again. Which I won't. So yeah, that's good. And then like I couldn't believe that Mike turned on them and that like Clementine was having to sit here and make this decision with a gun while this little craphead is holding a shotgun to her. Like I just felt like this part of the ending was done really well. There was a lot of suspense and tension between characters, and there was a tough decision to be made between each group, and then she gets shot. And I can't believe that happened. So after the big feud between Mike, Arvo, and Bonnie, we cut to a scene where Clementine is basically, well, I would have thought dying in the back of the truck with Jane and Kenny and AJ. And basically the rest of the game, as you saw before in the preview, was just a fight to survive and who was going to make it to the next season. It really is kind of how it felt. I kind of would have preferred the game to end with them like in the truck. I don't know. I wasn't a big fan of this ending. I felt like it was too stressful for no reason. Like you can end a game with it being on a cliffhanger or with it feeling tense, but I just felt like Kenny and Jane's relationship taking that turn was kind of pointless, although it also made sense because Kenny is slowly falling deeper and deeper into a dark place and his brain is changing. He is becoming like, he's really struggling with PTSD. He's becoming violent because it's all he knows and all he's seen around him is death of the people that he loves. And so he just as a character is falling deeper and deeper into madness. Like he is a madman now. And I think maybe the developers were going to make a point with that with Jane and how that ended with her, you know, and she said to Clementine, you'll see, you will see. And we did, we saw. And Clementine had to make that choice. And I don't know how I feel about Kenny going forward, to be honest with you. I guess he will be in season 3 unless something changes because of my choice. I chose to stay with him. I felt like Kenny has done a lot to protect Clementine, and I just couldn't leave him out there in the cold in that moment. It was probably an emotional over logical decision, but it's a decision that I made. So I'll be really interested to see what happens in season 3. And if Kenny is a part of season 3, which I really hope that he is, for the simple fact of I am getting a little bit tired of every character dying. Like, I understand you want new characters for fresh seasons, but I feel like we can carry over a few characters. I'm thinking AJ is going to be one of those characters, I hope. But, you know, it would be nice to have some familiar faces that you can think about all the stuff they've been through together with some new and unique faces. I understand death is part of this game. It would be in any environment like this. I just really want to see some familiar characters going forward, but we'll see. You know, the game has already been written. I just haven't played it. So yeah, that's kind of how I'm feeling about this ending, and about Kenny. The season as a whole, I really loved. I'll probably make a video about my favorite seasons, but because I've only played the first 2 so far, I still prefer season 1 over season 2, but just slightly. Before I started season 2, everyone told me, oh, it's not as good as season 1, it's not good at all, and people like really crap on this season, to be honest. But I really enjoyed it. I felt like it was different from season 1. I thought Carver was a really good villain. Just the stress changed, you know? Like what were the stressors for the characters? Changed, but also stayed the same given the circumstances. But yeah, I feel like I still slightly prefer season 1 just because of the relationship between Clementine and Lee. I think that relationship is hard to paint in a video game, and they did a really good job with it. And just the decisions in that game and the characters as a whole, I felt like season 1 has a small leg up over season 2. So let me know what you think. If you've played both seasons, or if you watched both seasons, do you prefer season 1 or season 2, and why? In these videos going forward, I'm going to be asking you guys a lot of questions to answer in the comments, because I really want this to be a discussion type of thing. That's kind of the point and why I'm doing this. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. The next video, like I said, will be the new format. It'll be similar to this, very similar to this. And yeah, we'll see how it goes moving forward. And guys, just let me know if there's anything in particular that you want. I hope you're doing well out there. As always, I know there's some crazy things going on around in the world. Turn to the people that you love. Stay confident, stay calm, and love one another. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much.